Alright, team leader's on me. Alright, bring it in. You guys ready? I just got the mission. Pull out a pen and paper. Alright, time now is 0800. We are located at Grid Alpha 05108892. As 4th Squad 3rd Platoon Alpha Company 311, we are tasked to attack to clear objective Flagstaff, vicinity of Gulf Alpha 0485-8885, in order to deny enemy ability to influence objective Kingman. Task order for today. Alpha Team. Your task to provide a support by fire, you'll be the shaping operation in order to allow Bravo Team to assault the objective. Bravo Team. Your task to attack to clear objective Flagstaff in order to deny enemy ability to influence objective Kingman. Our mission, 4th Squad, 3rd Platoon, Alpha Company 311 Infantry, will attack to clear objective Flagstaff in vicinity of Gulf Alpha 0485-8885 no later than 9:30 today in order to deny enemy ability to influence objective Kingman. Alpha Team Leader, you're in charge of the tray model and the micro. Also, I need you to select a primary for EPW, aid and litter, and then switch those two as alternates. Also for you, Bravo Team Leader, I need you to maintain 360 security at all times during this mission planning. And I need you to also select one primary EPW, one primary aid and litter, and then switch them as alternates. Today, PIRs, CCIRs, will be enemy on the objective, radios, maps, cell phones, and anything that can provide us information about future plans, future operations. Alpha Team Leader, I need you to have the terrain model constructed no later than 0815. Bravo Team Leader, go ahead and begin team rehearsals. I want you to hit EPW and search, aid and litter, and some bounding. Once we're halfway done with the terrain model kit, I want you two to switch so that you can get some rehearsals in as well. Terrain model completion at 0815 is also the start time of my op order at this location. I will finish the op order at 0840 and conduct squad rehearsals. Step off is no later than 0850. Are there any questions?
None at this time.
Good to go. All right, get to work. Alright, good morning. I'm the squad leader for today's operation. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and pull out your notepad and pen. We are 4th Squad, 3rd Platoon, Alpha Company 311 Infantry Battalion. Our squad is comprised of two teams. We have Alpha Team here on my right and Bravo Team here on my left. Alpha Team, for today's operation, you're going to be the shaping operation. Your task provides support by fire in order to allow Bravo Team to assault and clear across the objective. Bravo Team, today you're going to be the decisive operation. Your task to attack and clear objective Flagstaff in order to deny the enemy the ability to influence objective Kingman. Alright, now orient you to the map. Now this is broken into two grid squares. We have 04 and 88 and 05, 88, and over here is the micro terrain feature, the blown up of our objective. To box you in, I have the 88 and 89 northing and the 04 and 06 easting. Our right boundary is Route 2 here running southeast to northwest, and over here I have the Upatoy Creek to our south running east to west, and the northing 89 to our north and the easting 04 to the west. Familiarize you, Route 2 again, Upatoy Creek. This is an unimproved road that is just south of our primary route and also the closest linear danger area. Here's our start point, our checkpoint or P, release point, support by fire, assault objective. Here's the legend, north-seeking arrow, a map to reference. This is our Alpha Team and Bravo Team and the objective for when I brief actions on, and these here are the TRPs. Alright, for areas of interest. CAS. Be advised, there are two sorties of Hind Ds in the vicinity of Lawson Airfield. Their trigger is a company-size element on objective Rockwell. Their response time is 30 minutes. Now understand, we are not a company-size element, but it's key to keep that in mind in case they are called. Artillery. There is one 82mm mortar located within Objective McBride. Their trigger is the detection of one squad-size element. And the key note there is that they can range the entire objective. We are a squad-size element, so definitely keep that in mind. We're going to use our noise discipline to move throughout the terrain so we do not get compromised. Reserve reinforcements. There's one Sapa squad that will deploy from Selby Village from the south, located just south of the Upatoy River. Their trigger is the loss of one Sapa squad within the entire AO, and their response time is 10 to 15 minutes. So that's really important, and that limits our time on the objective. So we will have to be out within 10 minutes. They do not have UAS assets at this time. Now to go over the terrain. Existing, we have the Upatoy Creek to the south. Should not affect us, but should we need to egress south, it will restrict our movement and limit us to the bridge crossings. Reinforced throughout the AO, there is sea wire and wood obstacles that's designed by the enemy to channel us in to their advantage, such as ambushes and kill zones. Avenues of approach, unrestricted since we are dismounted. Be advised that the dense vegetation will restrict our movement through draws and creeks. Unfortunately, since this operation is during the day, the enemy does have the advantage because they are most likely going to be in place while we are maneuvering to the objective. So it's dry, we're going to make noise, and they're in fixed position, so be cognizant of that. Key terrain, it's not within our grid, but something to be aware of. K2 is a hilltop at grid alpha 04168891. Why it's important is because whoever owns it will have up to 600 meters of direct fire capability and up to 4,700 meters of indirect fire capability. Observations, fields of fire. If you look around, we can see that it's pretty dense here with vegetation. So it'll be 50 to 100 meters Met TC. However, on LDAs, it'll be up to 250 meters. So keep in mind that there's rolling terrain here, and the dense vegetation is really going to limit our fields of fire here. Cover and concealment. It's good concealment, poor cover. A lot of these trees are very thin. So should we do a halt or receive contact, take the time to find a tree that will actually stop some rounds. Weather and light, as you can see, it's clear today. There's low wind. How that will affect us. Should we use smoke, it'll be great for signaling, but poor for masking. Should we need to break contact, it's not going to work very well. It's going to go straight up. That's also how it will affect the enemy. Precipitation, none. It hasn't rained for about a week, so be cognizant of while you're walking that you're not breaking sticks or pushing around too many of these dry leaves, so take your time. Temperature, today it's expected to get up into triple digits again, and the humidity is going to be between 60 to 90%. So make sure you guys have the proper loadouts, 4 quarts of water, and that you're eating your MREs. Alright, enemy forces. General. SF Cell with SAPA forces conducting an extensive IO campaign to assist their efforts in preparing for an offensive operations. There have been an increase in sporadic attacks throughout the AO, and it's a squad size and team size elements conducting those attacks. Composition of the forces that we will be facing. Enemy squad, 8 to 9 packs. There's a mortar team, 2 to 4 man, and they're capable of indirect fire. And each team is armed with at least 1 RPG, 1 PKM, and several AKs. The disposition of the enemy that we will be facing. Enemy squads we are facing, there's a Shaping Operation 1. They're tasked to disrupt U.S. and coalition forces to prevent the buildup of U.S. combat power. The Decisive Operation is a team located on Objective Bayonet. Their Shaping Operation 2 is a mortar team. We don't know where they're located. And their Shaping Operation 3 is SAPA reinforcements located south of Upatoy Creek. Most probable course of action, how I see it playing out, will be once contact is initiated, we will receive small arms fires in return. The enemy is most likely to break contact to preserve their assets. And bring over here to the micro, there's an IV line that runs south of the objective. So when they break contact, they should break contact to the southwest, utilizing the IV line for cover and concealment so that they can mask their egress and then link up with their direct operation force. Most dangerous course of action, as I see it playing out, is the enemy is aware of our movement in the AO. They have dug in fighting positions, engage us with crew-served weapons, and they're able to find and fix us with their 82mm mortar and provide accurate fire. All right, friendly forces, 2 levels up. Mission, Alpha Company 311 Infantry attacks to clear objective McBride in vicinity of Gulf Alpha 04438872 no later than 0930 today in order to allow Bravo Company 311 Infantry to clear objective Rockwell vicinity of Gulf Alpha 07108730. Expanded purpose. Maintain Atropia's territorial integrity and prevent enemy forces from influencing the local population. Key tasks: deny the enemy ability to operate in the AO, conduct hasty defense, pass follow-on forces, preserve civilian population and infrastructure. And the commander's end state: enemy unable to conduct ops within the AO, terrain is seized, civilian population and infrastructure preserved, and friendly Alpha 311 is poised to conduct follow-on operations. 1 level up, platoon level. 1. Alpha 311 Infantry attacks to clear objective bayonet in vicinity of Gulf Alpha 04588896 no later than 0930 today in order to pass 3rd Platoon onto objective Machete in vicinity of Gulf Alpha 03578872. For your awareness, there are 3 other squads today, our adjacent units. We have Shaping Operation 1, 1st Squad. They're tasked to establish support by fire at Stafford, Grid Alpha 05098882. And their purpose is to suppress the enemy on objective Flagstaff. We have Shaping Operation 2, which is 2nd Squad. They're tasked to attack and destroy Strongpoint Phoenix. The purpose of that is to deny the enemy the ability to influence objective Kingman. And then our decisive Operation 1, 3rd Squad, will attack to seize Kingman in order to pass on 3rd Platoon to objective Machete. Now while we're out today, from the start point movement to the objective, we need to keep in mind that there are locals living around here and they could be out here hunting, and they're most likely to have small arms with them. Now, if that were to happen, ensure positive ID of enemy and a hostile intent prior to any engagement. And if we can, we'll move around them undetected and continue on with our mission. All right, prepare to copy. Our mission: 4th Squad, 3rd Platoon, Alpha Company, 311 Infantry will attack to clear objective Flagstaff in vicinity of 04858885 no later than 0930 today in order to deny enemy ability to influence objective Kingman. I say again, our mission: 4th Squad, 3rd Platoon, Alpha Company, 311 Infantry will attack to clear objective Flagstaff in vicinity of 04858885 no later than 0930 today in order to deny enemy ability to influence objective Kingman. Concept: the purpose of this operation is to deny the enemy the ability to influence objective Kingman, and we will accomplish this by conducting a flank attack. The decisive point of this operation will be when we achieve fire superiority and are able to bound our assaulting element through the objective. We will mitigate risk by conducting squad rehearsals, PCCs, PCIs, and utilizing key terrain, such as the IV line south of the objective, to mask our movement by specifically utilizing the terrain. Scheme of maneuver. I've broken it down into 4 phases. First phase begins with planning and preparation. It begins with briefing the SOP order and ends with stepping off. Critical tasks: supply draw, supply issue, which we've already done. We're going to do squad rehearsals after this brief, PCCs, PCIs, touch up our camo, and then a sit rep prior to step off. Formation that we have is 360-degree security. Control fire measures. We're going to be weapons tight throughout this entire operation. Phase 2 will be movement. It'll begin with step off, end with the leader's recon. Critical task there is movement to the ORP, establish the ORP, conduct a leader's recon, call up a salute report, issue a GOTWA, and a sit rep. Formation will be Met TC on how we have our 360-degree security for the ORP. Formation from here to the ORP will be traveling overwatch and a fire team wedge. Met TC dependent, we may move into a staggered column or a file should the vegetation get so dense. Order of march will be Alpha team, myself, followed by Bravo team as a trailing element. The route we will take will be generally west at approximately 256 degrees for 80 meters. Phase 3, execution, begins with leader's recon complete, ends with the objective flagstaff cleared, key tasks there. Support by fire, assault is poised for the attack, initiation, and the attack. Formation, ORP, again, 360 degree security. Met TC, orders of march will be the same. Alpha, myself, followed by Bravo. We'll be traveling overwatch as much as we can until we get to the release point, and then we'll break off our elements. And the route will be generally west, approximately 256 degrees for 200 meters this time to the objective. And again, weapons tight. It'll end with phase 4, reorganization and reconsolidation. So it begins with the objective flagstaff being cleared and ends at our LOA. Key tasks here will be the LACE report, the EPW, aid and litter, battle damage assessment, and the sit rep. Formation, we will have the LOA and then our battle drills moving to the LOA. Order of march, again, will be Alpha team, myself, and Bravo team. On the objective, it will be Alpha team setting support by fire and Bravo team being the assaulting element. And again, movement from the ORP will be generally west, 256 degrees for 200 meters. Traveling overwatch, peace contact is likely, and our battle drills. And weapons tight, once we're LOA, and we do not receive a follow-on mission, we'll pick up and move generally north, 360 degrees, for approximately 300 meters until we reach a draw, and we'll set up a hasty patrol base there until we get our comms back up and receive follow-on mission. Our end state will be to deny the enemy the ability to influence objective Kingman. Friendly, conduct a hasty defense. Terrain, key terrain is seized. And civilian, preserve civilian population and infrastructure. Alright, 4th Squad, I'm going to walk you through our movement to the objective. We're located here at the start point. Prior to step off, I will contact higher and let them know that we are ready to move out. We'll be stepping off, generally west, at approximately 256 degrees for 80 meters to our tentative ORP. We'll be moving in a traveling overwatch because enemy contact is likely. Alpha team, you'll be leading it, followed by myself, and Bravo, you'll be the trailing element. Once we reach the ORP, Alpha team leader, find a location that meets the criteria for an ORP, even if it's pushed off to the left or the right. Once the ORP is established, Bravo team leader, you're in charge of security. I need 360. Once that's complete, I will radio to higher, let them know the ORP is established, and then Alpha and Bravo team leaders, I need you to come in along with the Alpha Saw and an Alpha Rifleman. Once we are in the center of the ORP, I will give the Bravo team leader the GOTWA, let you know who's going with me, when we'll be back, and what to do should you lose contact or I don't arrive on time. Once that's complete, I will call up to higher again and let them know that we are ready to kick off leader's recon. From the ORP, again, we'll continue to travel, generally west at approximately 256 degrees for 200 meters to recon the support by fire position. And we'll move up to last position of cover and concealment. I will take the Alpha team leader and the SAW, and I will recon the SAW's position first, the left side of this, south side of the support by fire. From there, I will confirm the tentative TRPs and give him hard locations on the ground. So remarkable terrain features, notable trees, things like that, to give him his hard left and right limits. And then the Alpha team leader myself, after emplacing the SAW, will continue to recon the next 4 positions from the south to the north to the right limit of our support by fire, confirming the TRPs along the way. From that point, I will leave the SAW and the rifleman. We'll move back, find a release point, and then re-enter the ORP using the number combination. Once we're back at the ORP, should there be a frago, I will issue it to the Bravo team leader at that time. If there's not, we'll go ahead and call up higher, and I will give them my salute report and let them know that we're ready to step off from the ORP. Got it?
Understood.
From the ORP, Alpha Team Leader, you're going to pick up, you're going to lead this movement, followed by myself with the Bravo team. And METTC dependent, we're going to adjust our formation. Might be staggered column or a wedge, so that we can move quickly to the ORP. From the ORP is when we're going to break off our elements. Alpha Team Leader, you're going to move by yourself. You're going to finish establishing your support by fire with the guidance that I gave you during our recon. Bravo Team Leader, I'm going to lead the Bravo team on a bounding maneuver and establish the assault position. Now, if you'll bring your attention over here to the micro, I will begin from the release point. So from the release point, Alpha Team Leader, as I previously briefed, you're going to place the rest of the support by fire element at the last position of cover and concealment. My guidance to you and to the saw gunner, starting from the south side of the support by fire line. Saw gunner, I want you to provide a cyclic rate of fire for 1 minute from the south side to the north and back. So from left to right and back, and then move to a sustained rate of fire, targets of opportunity. Same thing with the far north rifleman. 1 minute cyclic rate of fire, this time from north to south, right to left for 1 minute, and then bring it down to sustained rate of fire for targets of opportunity, and that will achieve maximum coverage of our kill zone. The 3 riflemen in the middle, I want you guys to be on a sustained rate of fire and taking targets of opportunity from the center and outwards and back, and until the LOA is called by the assaulting element. And while you're Alpha Team Leader, while you're moving your guys into position, I will lead the Bravo team to the left in a flanking maneuver, and we will bound our way up to the last position of cover and concealment. Once that is established, that's when I will contact you on the radio, let you know that we're poised and ready, and you'll also let me know when you're ready. Once it's time to initiate the assault, I will radio to you, and you're gonna start with the saw gun. And once that begins, I want your whole line achieving fire superiority. And then myself with the Bravo team, we are not going to fire, but we're going to continue to bound until our very last position of cover and concealment, and we have eyes on the enemy, and that's when we'll start firing. So once it's initiated, we're going to bound up to our leftmost TRP at 256 degrees, tentatively 256 degrees. Once I reach that point, Alpha Team Leader, I'm going to hit you up on comms and let you know to shift fire at this time. Once I get confirmation that you have shifted fire, Bravo team, we're going to make one last bound onto the south edge of the objective. Alpha Team Leader, I'm going to contact you again, and at this time I'll give you the call of lift fire. Once I receive confirmation of lift fire, Bravo team, we're going to continue to assault through the objective in a bounding maneuver until we reach an LOA. Once the LOA is reached, I will call LOA. If you don't hear us, I'll say it over the radio. And Alpha Team Leader, I need you to get up and get your guys online and do one final cross of the objective. And then once you reach your LOA, I will be located in the apex of our formation. And Alpha and Bravo Team Leaders, I need you to immediately start your lace reports, working your way out from the outside of our formation and bring it into me. Hitting each person, I want you to be checking their health, their ammo, and their water, and their equipment. Once that report is to me, I will call for EPW to form on me, and I'll give you instructions to clear out and search back, and I want full coverage of the objective, not just the obstacle that we assaulted through. Once you clear through in a team, then you can break up and search back as individuals. Once you reach an enemy KIA, go ahead, get everything first, pile it on top of them, and start calling it out. Alpha Team Leader, you're going to record this information for me. And once that is complete, I will call up to hire, mission complete, give them the battle damage assessment, and then standing by for follow-on operations. Are there any questions? All right, that completes actions on the objective. Task to subordinate units. Alpha Team, in addition to shaping operation, I need you to have your EPW 8 and later identified, and great job on the sand table. Bravo Team, in addition to decisive operation, I need EPW 8 and litter identified. I need you to lead the PCCs and PCIs, check our weapon systems, ensure that our camo is good. Coordinate instructions, CCIRs, things we're looking for and trying to identify on the objective. Weapons caches, sizes, locations, cell phones, maps, radios, FFIRs that I'm going to be reporting should they happen. Loss of crew served weapon, loss of one squad, and loss of platoon leader, ship or higher. EEFI, location of any enemy forces, mortar assets, things like that. Rules of engagement. We are to follow the land of warfare law and must have positive ID and establish intent to harm or kill prior to any engagement. Reports, sit reps. I will be providing a sit rep at the start point for our kickoff once the ORP is established, and then prior to leader's recon. Once leader's recon is complete, I'll issue a salute report, and also from the ORP I'll be issuing a GOTWA. Once that's complete, another sit rep for step off. Once support by fire and assault is established, another sit rep that we are poised prior to the assault. Once objective is cleared, we'll do a lace report, EPW, aid and litter, battle damage assessment, and a 9-line if needed, and then a mission complete. Timeline. This op order will be finished at 0840 today, and rehearsals will begin at the squad level. I plan to step off at 0850. Our ORP will be established at 0900. We'll conduct a leader's recon and will be complete by 0915. We'll initiate the attack at 0920, and the objective will be cleared no later than 0930, and I will report to higher. Sustainment. This is already complete. However, we'll ensure that our Class 1 MREs, everyone should have 2 each, and 4 quarts of water prior to this step off. Class 3 CLP, everyone should have it. Class 5, I want to ensure that everybody has at least 210 rounds for the M4 and 1,000 rounds for the SAW. In addition to that, I want to double that load because the 1 minute of cyclic rate of fire will expend your first load, and I want to be prepared for a follow-on mission. In Class 8, we all have our IFACs. However, I will be the designated medic should we need to provide a higher level of care before we can move you to the CP, company CP. For the health system support, the CCP, we're going to have a rolling one throughout our mission, right? So there's one located at the company CP, but it's really far away. So here at our start point will be our first CCP, and move prior to establishing the ORP. If we were to sustain any sort of casualty, we'll move him back to the start point prior to moving him back to the company CP. Once ORP is established and we move further west from that, should we receive a casualty, we're going to move him back to the ORP. That'll be our next CCP. Once the actions are complete on the objective, the CCP is going to be located at the apex, but keep in mind we're only going to be there for 10 minutes. But should we sustain a casualty, we're going to consolidate them there prior to moving on, as previously briefed. HLZs, we have one that's only for surgical, right? And it's located at Grid Alpha. 03678911. And it must be cleared of the enemy prior to their arrival. Kazakhstan, we have 2 AXPs. There's a primary located at Gulf Alpha 03578885. That's AXP 5. There's a secondary located at Gulf Alpha 09039241. That's AXP 4. Location of higher leaders. We have Alpha 6 and Alpha Fires located at the company CP with 4 platoon. Succession of command will be myself, followed by the Bravo team leader, Alpha team leader, Alpha 249, Bravo 249, and then Alpha rifleman, and it'll go down the rifleman of whoever's senior in rank. Radio frequency and call signs will be primarily operating on 65,000. Our walkies will be 4-1. My call sign is 3-4. You're 3-4 Alpha. Bravo team leader, you're 3-4 Bravo. And higher will be attack main. Communications primary will be walkie. Alternate will be radio at 65,000. Contingency radio 55,000. And emergency, should we need it for communication back to the CP, we'll break down to a smaller element and send that smaller element back to the CP to establish communication. Lift and shift fire pace plan. Primary will be walkie from myself to the Alpha team leader, and my commands will be lift fire, and he will let me know that he got it by saying fire has been lifted, and the same thing with the shift fire. Now the alternate for this will be a whistle. So when I give my command for shift fire, I'm going to give 2 blows on the whistle, and then in response that I know that it's been received and completed, will respond with 2 blows. And then for lift fire, I'll have 1 long sustained blow, and then I will get that repeated back to me, letting me know that he understands it and it's complete. Contingency will be radio, emergency will be voice. For the initiation of this assault will be my walkie to Alpha team leader, because he's going to have control of the saw and he'll be right next to him to kick off this assault. Should that fail, the communications, then I will initiate the assault by my fire. And once that is started, Alpha team leader, go ahead and get your support by fire engaged. Contingency to that will be time. So the no later than the objective needs to be complete is 0930. So 10 minutes prior, 0920. If you don't receive word from me and I've already moved out to establish the assault element, I want you to kick it off at exactly 0920. And the emergency for that will be indirect fire. Number combination for today is 9. Challenge and password is Packers. Response is touchdown. And running password is Ranger. And prior to completing the Opord, so Bravo team leader, go ahead and walk me through the actions at the ORP.
We will be moving generally in 256 degrees, about 80 meters. Once Alpha team leader established the location for ORP, my team will be taking the lead on establishing 360 security. At that point, we will conduct tills real quick, and you will be moving out to your leader's recon with Alpha team leader, the saw, and a rifleman, and I will be giving the Darwa at that point, waiting for you to come back.
All right, sounds good. Alpha team leader, can you walk me through actions on the objective?
My element will begin from the east in the last position of cover and concealment. The assaulting element will start from the south in their last position of cover and concealment. The initiation will be initiated by a walkie-talkie, at which point my saw gunner will open up on the first TRP to the second TRP, which will be established as hard terrain features from south to north on a cyclic rate of fire for 1 minute and back, after which time he will engage targets of opportunity at a sustained rate of fire. Once we achieve fire superiority, Bravo team will bound to the southern limit of the objective, at which point in time the lift fire will be, or shift fire will be called, and all of our weapon systems will be firing on TRP2 directly north of the objective at a pre-established terrain-dependent hard point, at which time Bravo team will make one last push onto the objective, at which point in time lift fire will be called. Our guns will stop firing and Bravo team will cross the objective to LOA. When LOA is called, the Alpha team will get online and will push across the objective, clearing any weapon systems that may be in place in the hands of the enemy. When we establish LOA, I will conduct a hasty lace report of my men. Bravo team will conduct a hasty lace report of his men. We'll meet you at the apex, and at that point in time we will send out our EPW, who will clear out and search back, and we'll send a sit rep to hire on our current equipment, men, and ammunition disposition, and any requests for 9-line medevac, at which point in time we will Charlie mine.
All right, sounds good. Let's get ready for squad rehearsals.